Hola! Today we are doing hair and we're doing a new style. I have all this stuff here instead of face. So bear with me while I do that. Oh my god, I did not forget what I was going to talk about. Did I? Dang it. Oh my god. Well, actually, okay. So yesterday I posted on TikTok a video that I was like, I don't know if this is gonna do well. I don't know. These videos typically are hit or miss for me. And it was me not making fun of, but like essentially kind of pointing out, like these are my true feelings behind this video. Essentially pointing out how I've noticed Jenna Ortega from Wednesday being in her interviews. Because I've seen her before. I've been following her career since Stuck in the Middle and in Jane the Virgin, which she was very young. And I've been a fan of her for a very long time. Yes, before Wednesday, before all that. And it's not just, ooh, I'm suddenly a fan of her and I've known about her. I've been a fan of her. I've been following her career pretty closely. So, yeah, I'm one of those who's like, I knew her before Wednesday. No, for real. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. But I noticed that she does seem a bit different in her interviews. Like, I noticed she was a bit, like, reserved. And I was like, huh. I feel like when I used to, like, look her up and pay attention to her, that wasn't really her character. That wasn't really her personality. But I'm like, okay, maybe it's, like, Wednesday promotion. Maybe it's something. I don't know. Like, benefit of the doubt. I just felt like it was a bit jarring and strange. I'm like, this is not how I know her as, you know? But I did see in an interview that she changed, like, that she feels different, that her personality changes every 2 years or something like that. Like, she just constantly evolving and changing. And that's valid. That's totally valid. That's true. And that's something that anyone can claim, you know? 100%, like, true to her. But anyway, I still found that fascinating thing. And she looks pretty consistent in most of her interviews. She doesn't really smile much, talks in a certain way, and I'm like, I can replicate that. I never tried, but I'm like, I could replicate that really, really well. And also, I feel like other people can probably notice that this is very specific to her. She's not really doing interviews in a typical way, so I'm like, this is pretty niche and specific. But since Wednesday's popping off right now, maybe I could form a video about it. And I did, and the video's at 500,000 views in less than 24 hours, and I'm kind of shocked. But I think one thing I'm always scared about when I make videos, especially on TikTok, like on here I'm a bit free, that's why I'm talking about it, but on TikTok especially, when I make videos, you have to realize, and I think more people need to realize this, anyone can see your video, including someone who knows Jenna, including someone or whatever celebrity you're speaking of, or whatever movie you're speaking of. Someone can have connections to that. Anyone is scrolling on the For You page. You can end up on anyone's For You page. You can end up on the director's For You page. You can end up on Jenna's sisters, or me specifically. I could end up on Jenna's siblings or moms or herself's For You page. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be, if you don't truly care, or if you really think the chances are that low, then, because again, anything can go viral, then go ahead and risk it. But I personally want to be, I've always been this way. I always want to be mindful of what I'm saying and what I'm doing. I don't want to be too critical unless they absolutely deserve it. Like someone like Kanye, I would give a fart what he thinks. But I don't want to be too critical because these are real people. These are real opinions, you know. These are things, you know. But at the end of the day, I have to be mindful of that because this is an industry I want to be in. And I'm scared of judgment myself, so, but not scared, but like insensitive too, so, which I'm working on, you know, I'm working on it. It's just something. I just realized that I didn't bring my brush. I'll have to go get it. I'll be right back, but let me wet my hair first. But anyway, I have to realize that, and that's why I try to be open-minded and try not to be too critical, because I did kind of find that strange and weird about the interview thing. And I did put on the bottom of my video, hey, I really, really love her, just to clarify, like, this isn't me making fun of her. I did get someone in the comments say, oh, this feels a bit backhanded. And I ran to clear it up, even though I don't have to explain myself. I ran to clear it up and be like, hey, this isn't really my intention. I don't mean to be I'm not trying to make fun of her, but I did want to like show how consistent she's been in her interviews lately. And at the same time, if anyone notices, oh, it's been a bit different from her previous interviews. That's really what I was trying to bring light to, neither negative or positive way. But it's just like something I observed and something I wanted to point out. And at the same time, I wanted to I wanted to see if I could, what's the word? Not mimic, but like, it starts with an I or an M. Improvise? No. I don't know what the word is, but I wanted to see if I could do it. So I wanted to mimic the same mannerisms and see if I could do it. And I think I did okay. And I want to do a similar video because that one did really well. A lot of the times with TikTok, a video of mine will pop off, and the normal logical thing to do is to continue making videos like that so that you can continue having the same success. But usually in my case, I get really tired of the same content to make the same content really quickly after like a week or two. So I end up like doing other things, and then the people who came for that specific content are like confused, and that makes sense. But yeah, that's my issue with TikTok currently. Let me go get that brush. Wait here, don't go anywhere. I'm backing up. This is my outfit for the day. Guys, I have to tell you a story. About this fish. Hold up. I gotta tell you this story, bro. Hold on. No, this is the worst thing ever. Why didn't I start with this? This is the worst thing ever. Well, Joe, don't exaggerate. It's not the worst thing ever. It really isn't. Like, it's not, but it's just sad, and like, it's just sad. So my friend, one of my really good friends, she lives with us. She's taking care of her other friends' fish, blue tang fish to be exact. They gave her the fish, and they gave her the fish tank, and they gave her everything she needs, blah, blah, blah. And she came home really happy one day, and she was like, guys, look, I'm taking care of my friend's fish, blah, blah, blah. And again, mind you, I've only been here for like a week, but still, she was so happy, and I was like, oh, that's great, blah, blah, blah. And she's been taking care of this fish, but she's been leaving it out in the kitchen, which is fine. But we have 2 cats, and my cat, out of the 2 cats, loves to hop on top of furniture and knock things down. But I didn't really consider this being that much of an issue because we don't really have expensive or valuable things up on counters or anything like that. And yeah, I just figured that's something that cats do, or some cats do. And so, I'm taking a shower this morning, and I hear a big bang, and I'm like, what just fell? It sounded like water. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot about this fish. It sounded like water. I'm like, did my cat, Iro, that's my cat's name, drop like one of the jugs of water? So I open the door right before I hop in. I open the door and I see my cat running away because I can kind of see the kitchen a bit from the bathroom. So I'm like, oh, probably just like a jug of water. Is probably not even that big a deal. I take my shower. I take my time. I do my skincare, and I get changed. I go to my room, scroll a little bit. Yeah, guys, it's terrible. I scroll a little bit, do a little dancey dance, have a little jam session, and then I walk out because I'm like, oh, I haven't even had breakfast. Let me have some tea at least. I walk out to the kitchen and get me a cup. And I see that the kitchen is a river. The floor is filled with water. And I'm like, oh, what? What? A pipe burst? That jug of water that this cat must have dropped was huge. What's going on? I look over and I see that the sculptures and the stones from the fish tank are everywhere. And I look up and I see the little blue tang resting underneath the plastic tank. Under it like this, squished. And I scream and I lift the tank and I grab the fish from the fins or whatever the part is, and I plop them in there, and I know that probably wasn't the best thing. But, and I run to the sink and I fill it up with water. And I'm like, no, no, no. and it fills up like halfway, and I'm looking at this fish the whole time, but the fish is just like, you guys. And no, this is pretty terrible, guys. And I'm just like panicking, and I'm like, oh my god. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, Joe, calm down, don't stress out. Like, stress is not good. It's still like a fish you can get at the pet supermarket. It's okay. But at the same time, I'm feeling bad because this is my friend's fish that she was taking care of. So I immediately call my cousin, and I'm like, and she's like, what's up? And I'm like, oh my god, because my cousin lives with us too. And I'm like, oh my god, I just walked into the kitchen and I review everything for her, and she's like freaking out. She's like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. And so I have to text my friend because she tells me, just text her, just let her know what happened. And my other cousin says, hey, don't worry, sometimes fish come back to life, you never know. So I leave her in the tank, and I'm watching, and it doesn't come back to life. And I text my friend, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, I feel awful. I explain everything. She has not responded. So, well, she is at like busy right now, and I just don't feel good. And yeah, I don't think, she's not the type to get angry, but she would get sad. Like, she really cares about her friends. So I hope she doesn't, like, you know, I feel terrible. And I hope her friend doesn't get upset with her. Anyway, that's the story about the fish. Maybe I'll go show you. Yeah, maybe I'll go show you. Guys, I don't know what it is, but I feel like the sun is not in my direction. I feel like the sun used to be like right there. Oh well, that's okay. But yeah, there's a story about the fish, guys. I'm gonna show you in a sec. So I found this really interesting hairstyle on Pinterest, and it was 2 curly buns. And I really want to try it because I've not tried anything like that. I've done space buns that are like tight and like wound up, but I've never done curly buns, and I've definitely never done it by myself. My cousin said she would do it for me, but I'm gonna try on my own. So, and I really gotten into the habit of doing using, what is this, edge gel or whatever the heck it is. This one's by Shea Moisture. It has coconut and hibiscus and flaxseed and neem oil. So I've gotten the habit of using this because it actually makes my hair look longer. Instead of curling up at the very top, it stays sleek, and so it makes my hair look longer, which in my opinion is good. So my hair looks super short, even though it's not. It's actually quite long. Okay, let's split this down the middle. Okay. 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 Boom, boom. I don't know how to do this. Okay. I had 2 hair ties. What the heck? Why are my hair ties? Oh, right there. Okay, so just bring it up real close. Should I wait for it to dry first? But I want to show you guys the result. So I'm going to do it now. I feel like this is close enough. Might not be, but it's okay. It's hard to do this in the camera. Oh, I feel like that was too much. Okay, that's the first one. We have some like flyaways here. That's okay. Now the second one has to be in the same spot. Well, as much as we can try. Okay. This one has flyaways too, so I'm just gonna try to do the same. Wait, why are these like obnoxiously straight? And these ones are curly. No. Fart. Okay. Yeah, get those curly ones. Ah, the fart. Ah! Whatever, we'll pull them out after. Okay. Okay. The hair tie. I don't know how great this is going. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, again, I feel like that's too much. Ay. Oh my god. Curly buns. Ooh. Okay. Final look. I like it personally. I just feel like this one's bigger. Dang it. It's okay, we can always fix it. What? What the fart? Okay, there we go. Something closer like that. It's okay. I feel like it looks good for now. When it dries, I feel like it'll look 10 times better. But let's go check out that fish. Let's go check out that fish. Let's go check it out. Oh, drawers. The floor is still kind of wet. I kind of mopped it up with like a towel. Oh, the fish, guys. You can see her right there. Oh, clearly dead. Oh my god. No. Yeah. That's it. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll update you tomorrow about how my friend reacted. Ok. Tutti amo, bye.